This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in hands. 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. This is the prophet Joel 3, verse 9. Oh, that's Hosea Salakia. So the prophet Joel, chapter 3 and verse 9. Prophet Joel 3 and verse 9, and it reads, it says, proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. This is Joel, Prophet Joel 3 and verse 10. It says, beat your plowshares and the swords and the pulley hooks and the spears, and let the weak say, I am strong. And this is Matthew's 24 and through verse 6. Red letter, Yahushua speaking. Matthew's 24, verse 6, and it reads, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. Matthew's 24 and verse 7, and it reads, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in divers places. Shalom, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makar and the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Hamashiach Havashai. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashwan Kadash, the whole tongue. And Shalom to the elders, Wa'aki and Wa'akwaf, and I say Shalom. And this is a news article from the Jerusalem Post. And this is from February the 5th, 2024, by the Jerusalem Post staff, and it reads, it says, the United States and UK airstrikes reported on Houthi target in Yemen the second night in a row, which is the Houthi rebel, which is a Iranian-backed group, and we're definitely seeing the rising tensions over there in the Red Sea, between the coalition forces of the United States and the UK of Great Britain versus the Iranian-backed group, which is the Houthi rebels. And it reads, it said the conditions led by the U.S. and U.K. carry out airstrikes against the Houthi targets in Saidia, Ras Azar, and Al Harhadaya in Yemen, if I pronounce those names right, Salakia for that, on Sunday night, according to the Houthis affiliated Al Mujahid News. So I'm going to read that again, bring up the scriptures. Matthew's 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right, so this is only going to continue to increase. Even though from both sides they look at this as a self-defense, and they're not trying to escalate wars between both sides. And then this was another news article as well too, if I could be able to bring it up. And that shows you that Joel 3 and verse 10, and let the weak say I'm strong. And that shows you that these Houthi rebels, they kind of they kind of confident about, they not phased about the airstrikes that the United States and in the Arab, about the United States and the coalition forces is doing. If I could bring up that news article. They said they not phased by the United States and UK aggression. Yep, this is the news article right here, and it shows you that Joel 3 and verse 10 is in full effect as we're speaking. It says the Yemen Houthi spokesperson, more U.S. British aggression will achieve nothing. They said that boastfully and prideful and confident. It says the continuing U.S. British in Yemen will not achieve any goals for aggressions and will not affect Yemen's decision to show its support for Gaza. And Houthi spokesperson Mohammed Adam Salih in a statement on Sunday, Adam Salih added that we will. It says it will not be easy to destroy Yemen military capabilities, which has been rebuilt during the years of tough conflict. Yep. Matthews 24, verse 6. I'm going to get into that Joel 3 and verse 10 once again of the sit down lesson. Matthews 24 and verse 6, and it reads, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Right, that's what we're hearing. Increasing of wars and rumors of wars. And these wars and rumors of wars are heating up to definitely be exact, actual war. And that's what we're seeing taking place around the world, especially what's taking place over there in the Red Sea and over there throughout the parts of Western Asia. Matthews 24, verse 6, I'm going to read it again for edification's sake. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right, because it's going to come to pass and it's not going to end just yet, because it's going to continue to increase. And it's going to manifest and it's going to show forth now so more than ever. Matthews 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation. Right, that's what we're seeing. The coalition forces of the United States and Great Britain versus the Houthi rebels. And that's what you call a prime example of one nation's rising up against another nation. One nation within itself rising up against one another, and the nation outside of another nation rising up against another nation, or armies. One kingdom's rising up against a kingdom within itself, and one kingdom outside of their kingdom rising up against another kingdom. And that's what we're seeing. Matthews 24 and verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Get back to that Joel, the third chapter, as I mentioned, from the representation of the Houthi rebels, they made that aggressive, confident, saying that the aggression from the United States and Britain, it doesn't phase them at all. Hey, now we're starting to see like the weak say I'm strong. This is the prophet Joel 3 and verse 9, and it reads, proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war. Right, and that's what we're seeing over there in Western Asia and over there in the Red Sea and around the world as well too, but definitely most for certain over there in Western Asia. Prophet Joel 3 and verse 9, I'm going to read it again. It says, proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, and let them come up. This is the prophet Joel 3 and verse 10. It says, beat your plowshares and the swords and the plenty hooks at the spears, and let the weak say, I'm strong. Right, and this is a prime example once again. It says the Yemen Houthi spokesperson, more U.S. and Britain aggression will achieve nothing. It says a continual U.S. British aggression in Yemen will not achieve any goals for the aggression and will not affect Yemen's decision to show its support for Gaza. And Houthi spokesperson Mohammed Adam Salim said in a statement on Sunday, Adam Salim added that it will not be easy to destroy Yemen military capabilities, which have been rebuilt during the years of tough conflict. This is the prophet Joel 3 and verse 10. And yeah, bad with that statement that he said, because you've been having, I would say from 2015 all the way into now, you've been having back and forth escalations between the Saudi Arabia and the Houthi rebels over there in Yemen, because they've been a battle zone. So he is right about that. So they've been prepared for this for a very long time, due to the fact they was dealing with heavy battles over there in Yemen. When other different organization groups, you had I would say the Houthi rebels, they was going against the Yemeni government, and then you had Saudi Arabia going against Yemen. Now, as of last year, you had Iran and Saudi Arabia. They came to that conclusion, so they coincide with one another to stop that Yemen. I mean that Yemen war over there, going against the Saudi Arabia coalition. Because you had the United States, they was teaming up with the the Saudi Arabia and the United States coalition. They was together going against the Iranian-backed Houthi rebels. So the guy just made that statement saying, they was built for this, they was prepared for this for many years, ever since 2015, and beyond previous years, and as of recently. So as he says again, it says that shows you once again, like I mentioned at Joel 3 and verse 10, let the weak say I'm strong. And this is once again a prime example. It says the Yemen Houthi spokesperson, more British aggression will achieve nothing. Because you know that the United States, they look at that as a self-defense. Great Britain as well too, and the coalition forces over there to protect those importing and exporting goods of vessels over there in the Red Sea, which is the Houthi rebels been targeting for quite a while now. So those tensions are only going to escalate more and more and more. This is the prophet Joel 3 verse 10, and we'll read it again. It says, beat your plowshares and swords and the plenty hooks and the spears, and let the weak say I am strong. Come. Get back into that Matthews once again. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring up the book of Mark, even though this is a similar precept to Matthew's 24, verse 6 to verse 7. So, Salakia for that. And this is the book of Mark. Uh, yep, Mark 13 and verse 7. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Be ye not troubled, for such things must need be, but the end shall not be yet. This is Mark 13 and verse 8. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be earthquakes in divers places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows. So all these increasing of wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, these increasing wars, these just the only beginning of sorrow. So this only just the beginning of it's going to continue to increase more as we're getting closer and closer over there to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Yahweh Shaphat's, which is the Heavenly Father's Yahweh's decision when He's going to sit and judge the heathen nations round about, or the armies of the other nations. So we seeing this playing out. So it's only going to continue to increase. Definitely, the United States and Great Britain going against the Yemen, which is a Iranian-backed group over there, Yemen, which you have the United States and Great Britain, coalition armies together. Another second night of rounds of airstrikes, so they target the Iranian-backed groups, which is the Houthi rebels over there in Yemen. Mark 13, verse 8, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows. So I'm going to get back into that news article once again. Then I'm going to close out from there. Hopefully this lesson was edifying. Salakia. Bring up something else. Up. So as it says once again, it says the United States and UK airstrikes reported on Houthi targets in Yemen the second night in a row. So I'm gonna read it again. It says the coalition led by the United States and UK carried out airstrikes against the Houthis target in Sadaya, Ra Asa, and Al Hadaida. If I pronounce those right, as I brung it out before already, I want to repeat it. Yemen on Sunday, according to the Houthis affiliated Al Masarha News. And so, with that, hopefully, this sit down lesson was edifying of this recent news article from the Jerusalem Post as of February the 5th, 2024, by the Jerusalem Post staff, as it says again. UK and the United States airstrikes reported on Houthi target in Yemen, second night in a row. So those tensions are only going to continue to increase. As I mentioned again, for the second or third time, even though you have both sides using self-defense, to protect their areas where they at, especially the military posts over there in Yemen, which is the Iranian-backed Houthi rebels. And then you're gonna have the Houthi rebels gonna continue to target anybody that's affiliated with the United States coalition forces with Great Britain, right along with the other nations. And the Houthi rebels are gonna continue to target them, and they're definitely gonna continue to target them in Iraq and Syria, and over there in the Red Sea as well too. So that shows you that these Matthews 24 verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, is only going to continue to increase, as I brought out the Matthews 24 verse 6 as well too. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, and that's what we are seeing, and it's only going to increase because these wars and rumors of wars are starting to actually be a actual war. Especially over there in the Red Sea and throughout the whole region over there in Western Asia. So it's only going to increase. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying of this recent news article from the Jerusalem Post by the Jerusalem Post staff as of February the 5th, 2024. As it reads again, United States and UK airstrike reported on Houthi targets in Yemen, second night in a row. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Wakar in the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashon Kadash, the whole tongue. And Shalom to the elders, Wa'akim, Wa'akwaf. Until next time, I will say Shalom.